Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Maya. Welcome to my extraordinary life. So today guys, I'm going to be doing the story time slash part 2 of the creepy night. I'm going to go ahead and let my sister tell her part since she was the beginning of the whole thing. Alright, sure, take it away.
Okay, so it all started on, I don't know the date, but it was a stormy night. It was like storming all night. And then it got to like
the next day.
The next day it was like 3 o'clock and it was still drizzling a little. And so we went over to the other house that we're currently building to get a few things. The first time I went in there, I had gotten something my sister wanted, but I forgot something else. So I locked the door and came back to the house. And then when I realized I forgot it, I went back into the other house. But this time when I came in, I always look at the ground because I don't like lizards. And they're always on the ground. So I saw a footprint. So I got creeped out. And I went back to the house to tell my sister. So I told her. And then we came out. And then we saw a footprint. Well, what it looked like, it looked like the pinky toe and the ring toe was missing. Okay, I'm calling it a ring toe. But she'll probably put it on the side and circle the 2 toes we're talking about. So it's only 3 toes on the foot. And it was really creepy looking. And so I'm going to let her do the rest of it. Okay, go ahead.
And so at this point I was kind of creeped out too because it looked really weird, like an alien foot. And so I was like, hey mom, when she got home later on, probably like an hour or so after, or what's the next day?
Next day.
It was like the next day, so my mom, of course she got home from work, and she works late, so, anyways, besides that. So, I was like, hey mom, did you go inside the other house? And she was like, no, I haven't been over there in like a week. And I was like, oh, okay. And I showed her the footprints. Because I had taken pictures. I don't have the pictures anymore, or else I would have shown the pictures. But then, at this point, I was like, okay, that's kind of weird, whatever. Maybe it was just like, I don't know. Anyways. So then I was, what else happened? So then about 2-3 days later, so also I forgot to mention, guys, that on the way walking back to the house we're currently staying in, next to like where we had like our garbage at, there was like this black silhouette. Really creepy. Once I looked at like kind of like glared to make sure I was seeing things right, because it was kind of little bit of rain, so it's kind of blurry vision, and yep, I died. And it disappeared, and I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. I didn't tell my sister until we got back into the house, and we just locked the door, hoping that my mom would come. But well, my mom was at work at the time. All this happens basically when my mom's at work, so it makes it even more creepier. So what do we do after that? Maybe a week later, something else happens where it's something that climbs on the porch. And
You sorting the clothes, remember?
sorting the clothes.
Yes. Okay, so then she was sorting the clothes because we had clothes from our dad's house, and we decided to sort them. Well, she decided to sort them. I was cleaning up the house that we're currently staying in, and so she heard like a tapping in the roof. But she thought nothing of it because somehow birds making nests random, and sometimes we also found the bat in there. So it was like a tapping in the roof, and she thought it was just nothing, and then so she thought it was nothing, and then she heard something like someone's walking around behind the house because we do live like near a lot of trees and there's lots of leaves everywhere. And so she thought she heard someone walking, so she's like, oh, maybe that was just my sister. So she continued sorting the clothes, and after she heard the tapping and like what seemed to like the wall, she was like, okay, I'm getting creeped out, and I decided to come back. And then when she came back, she was like, were you walking around the back of the house? And I was like, no, I stayed in the house the entire time, actually. I was just cleaning up, and I barely even moved near that side of the house. And she was like, okay. And then, you can take it away.
Then after that, we locked the door again that same night. So everything happened maybe about 3 to like 4 days away from each other. And when I was recording the makeup tutorial that night, when I was recording, was probably like 2 weeks. So it was 2 weeks. Then we heard nothing. So we was like, okay, maybe it's whatever it is gone. And oh god, I forgot to remove this ad, but I'll remove that later. And
That's fine. See, ads are natural. Everyone gets them.
yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And at first I just thought it was like a cat, because we do have cats in our neighborhood where and they kind of do mess with the trash, but I don't put the trash on the porch just for the sake of not having the cats come up. And yeah, so it was going through some type of bag. My mom said there was no bag on the porch, so I was like, that's kind of creepy. Whatever it is. And yeah, then it started tapping. So I actually don't have the actual full-length recording of everything that was going on between it just going through a bag and then the tapping, because I deleted most of it because it was kind of dark after I moved. The door was unlocked at the time, so I sneaked really like, took me like 20 minutes to get to the door because I was moving so slow. I didn't want to startle whatever it was, because I wanted to see what it was, but I couldn't see out of the little, because we have a little glass door, but we have a curtain in front of it. I didn't want to completely move the curtain, and that's just, no. And whatever happens is whatever happens. I did not want to do that. So I was like, okay, I can't really see anything, but I can still hear it next to the door. And I kind of got next to the door, and I locked the door, and I pushed the door slowly to make sure it was all the way closed, which I believe it was all the way closed. I can't remember if it was all the way closed or not. So that was just kind of super creepy. And yes, anyways, I ended up waking my sister up in the middle of the night. I was like, hey, wake up. If anything happens, I need you to be like right here next to me. So we slept on my mom's bed, typical. Yeah, so we slept on my mom's bed. I was like, hey, Mom. And my mom came in, and she was like, what are you doing on my bed? I was like, oh, hello. And I told her what happened, and she was like, okay. The thing, my mom just was...
She doesn't believe anything.
Yeah. If I'm pretty sure if I didn't record that, she would be like, okay, yeah. But it was like super creepy.
Here's something that I don't think is the same thing, but right as we went to take we made a discovery, okay? First we was acting like all silly, telling my mom how the greens were cursed and how she shouldn't buy them. And we honestly think they're really cursed now. First we was just joking around. And now we're like, as all this stuff lines up, the greens have been in the crock pot for like 2 days, and every time each thing happened. And it was like, maybe it's like a demon summoner. I know it sounds ridiculous. My mom just laughed, and she's like, okay, that's whatever. But right as we went to dump the greens out, because we thought maybe just the greens are cursed, and when she dumped them out, I got stung by a wasp. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's because I didn't like shake out my clothes that I had hanging up. But I got stung by a wasp, and I don't know. That's really creepy to me, though.
Yeah, I think either it's the crock pot or the greens. One of them have to go. I was telling my mom that she just thinks we're super dramatic, which we probably are being super dramatic, but...
She thinks we're trying to get out of eating them. When in reality, it's both.
We are trying to get out of eating them. But yeah, the crock pot looks like a normal crock pot. It's nothing weird. Actually, it is kind of weird, guys. Okay, so
it always
this
gets
crock...
dusty. What? It always gets dusty somehow. Look at it.
And anyways, this is not the point. So this crock pot, like, my mom was searching for it for months, okay? And it was inside Walmart. It was like one of those ones that were on sale. And it was never on the shelf when we went to Walmart. And how did we find it? I can't remember how we got it. I think we went to like
we waited and waited.
Yeah, we waited like months and months and months to get it on at least a shelf. Then one day we happened to go to, I think, Athens or something like that. And we saw it, we're like, yes, we finally see it. And what happened? We got it, and my mom, of course, she always wanted a crock pot. This one was on sale, it was just super small, and it fit perfectly into the small little house that we have right now.
I always felt suspicious about the pot.
I did too, like, it was like the only pot.
Especially when it was open.
Yeah.
I felt like a demon was coming. Okay. What? Okay, that's dramatic.
That's being dramatic. But yeah, anyway, so it's a really suspicious pot. It was the only one left on the shelf, and untouched.
Have you ever noticed every time it's closed, the dust gets in the inside?
Dust gets in the inside?
Look at it. It's on both sides of the glass. Where does the dust come from?
Yeah, it gets dusty really
Demon
fast.
is trying to break through.
Oh my god. I'm telling you, something happens tomorrow, I'm gonna be so mad.
No, listen. Every 10 hours, because we said on 10 hours for the greens.
That is.
10 days apart. What the?
Yeah, I think we're just.
We're making a discovery, guys. Why are we doing this at night?
Yeah, we're doing this in the middle of the night. Anyways, guys, I should be getting ready to go to sleep. The house is not clean.
We're going to label this. What is it? Demon Summoner Part 2? No, Part 1. Part 1. And then.
Why would we? There's no need for Part 1.
Yes,
part
but
2.
what happens? Something else happens, and we record it. So Part 2 to convince, and then Ma can finally get it and know that we're not lying and stop buying the greens.
Or she just can watch the video of the thing tapping on the. Oh my god.
Oh, you have to put that in. Okay, so somewhere around here we're going to insert the sound.
No, we're not.
Yes, you should.
No, because you just go and watch the video.
No. Yes. Actually, yes. That's how you get to more views. Go watch her makeup tutorial. And also, it is makeup tutorial / a creepy night. We're going to put the link somewhere.
We'll put the link in the description.
In the bio, yeah.
In the bio?
It's called the bio.
Anyways, guys, yeah. Originally, I was talking over this Subway Surfer thing, but then my sister's midnight crackheadness and my midnight laughingness got together, and we were making a bunch of random jokes. Half of this stuff I don't remember saying, so it's I promise I'm
a satellite.
I'm a satellite. So yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. I know it's kind of rushed because I still have to clean up the house and it needs to be vacuumed and a bunch of other stuff.
Wait a minute.
Oh my gosh.
I had a discovery.
Alright, go ahead, say another discovery. We have like 1 more minute.
What about the chicken? The chicken could be also helping it. That chicken that only coos at certain hours of the day.
Oh my god, and then there's this creepy chicken, guys. Oh my god, the video's almost over.
It's a rooster.
It's a rooster. Well, part 2, guys, like for part 2.